What's poppin' internet? Welcome to another episode of the Synced Up Filmcast, a show where we talk to you about...
Fuck. A lot of film stuff.
Yeah, I fucked it up. You know, it's been 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
Demonetized immediately.
I know. Reel you into movie news is what I was supposed to say. Talk about the other things that we've been watching.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome back. We're back after our 2-week hiatus.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
It's 2023.
Yeah, we took a little bit of hiatus there. We did some Pokemoning. We did some... It's the holidays.
Mm-hmm.
You know how it goes.
It's Christmas.
But we're back now.
Yeah.
And we're going to start the year off strong.
Mm-hmm.
You know what it is. It's our top 5 episode. Top 5 shows, top 5 movies. This year we decided to do something a little different. We incorporated the audience. The audience.
Isn't that just like Spencer and Lucas?
Spencer and Lucas and Fielding and Miguel wrote some in.
Did Chance?
Chance did as well.
Wow.
Adriana also did.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a whole shebang.
Okay, there was way more people than I thought.
Basically, if you are part of the Discord, which you can join by going to patreon.com/syncedup for $1, you could join in and send me a list of your top 5 shows and top 5 movies, and that would give it a point value, weighted much less than our point values that us three for our 3 lists, because we're the main Synced Up team. But everybody else got a point value just less, and we accumulated all of that plus ours together to come up with the lists for the top however much movies and shows.
Okay.
The Synced Up Film Cast. There's a lot of ties, obviously, stuff. I did all the math ahead of time. I got everybody's list together, did all the math, took a little bit, but I got it. It's good. It's ready to go. The lists are completed. So what we're gonna do is all 3 of us, we're gonna go through our top 5s. We're just gonna go. We're gonna do number 5 show.
Yeah.
Movie. One at a time, and then at the end we'll reveal based on the point values what the actual Synced Up list is.
Yeah.
We're gonna use this time to talk about those things during that. But with no spoilers. And then at the end, when we're done with everything, we're gonna talk spoilers of some stuff. Avatar specifically. I want to spoil Banshees of Inisherin as well. There's a couple of other things that we'll probably get into spoilers, but that'll be at the very, very end.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So here we are. Let's get into the news first, because there's actually a little bit of news.
Let's knock it out.
Yeah, a little bit of news. And the things that have happened since we've been gone. So Death Stranding is getting a movie.
Yeah.
That was announced. I guess that makes sense.
You're the only one that's played the game.
It's ripe for a movie.
Yeah.
The game itself is kind of a movie.
2 hours? You think you can condense it to 2 hours and it makes sense?
It's mostly just walking across some land, you know?
I guess
like
that's fair.
the main story beats, sure. It'll be weird, but sure.
Okay.
So Death Stranding getting a film. That makes sense. Amazon got the rights to a God of War show.
Now that doesn't make sense.
That doesn't?
No.
Why does that not make sense?
What other Sony stuff is on Amazon? Isn't it like a huge partnership with Sony and Netflix?
No, I don't think so. Sony doesn't have like
Spider-Man's
anything.
on Amazon?
Yeah, the movies are on Amazon. Some are on Showtime. Sony doesn't have their own proprietary thing.
I know they don't. But I feel like I'm so used to like Sony stuff being on Netflix. Like all the Spider-Mans used to be on Netflix.
Yeah.
Into the Spider-Verse was on Netflix, I think.
Yep, for a little bit.
DreamWorks is Sony, right?
Most of it's been pulled off. I don't think so.
Sony DreamWorks? That sounds right.
No, I don't think that's correct.
Damn. Who owns DreamWorks?
Not DreamWorks. There we go. DreamWorks. Yeah, it's an American animation studio owned by Universal.
Oh, Universal.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. I don't know. It just seems weird.
It was probably just a bidding war. And Amazon got the cash.
Yeah, they do. They dump money.
Yep.
I'm very excited for this.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
Mm-hmm.
Amazon got some good shows.
They do.
The Boys.
A classic.
Invincible.
Classic.
Yeah.
That's it, though.
Yeah. No, there was this one show I watched on there called Wayne. It was really good. And I know Yellowstone's good, and that's on Amazon.
Well, that's not an Amazon
But it's
show.
not an Amazon show.
Yeah, it's just on Amazon.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's good. Henry Cavill, after he got axed from Superman, he's doing a Warhammer 40K show movie thing. Who knows?
This is like, is he just acting in it, or is he directing, producing, or something?
We don't know.
Because that's his thing. That man loves Warhammer.
That's his shtick.
So, good for him, I guess.
Happy for him.
They got that lawsuit coming.
Mm-hmm.
Should be easy dubs for Gal and Henry and who else is in it?
I can't remember.
Is it Ben Affleck? Yeah, he's the third.
Yeah.
They'll probably get a lot of money.
Yep. That cash.
You gonna miss any of them?
No. I don't give a fuck about the DCEU. Like, at all.
We'll see about that when we get to our list.
And then one more piece of news: the Across the Spider-Verse trailer dropped,
and it's nice.
It looks good.
Yeah,
it's very small. It's a teaser, actually.
I will say we've now reached Spider-Man territory that's too deep for me. As in, like, I don't know anything that's going on.
Yeah.
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 I read one comment on TikTok about the inhibitors or something, and I'm clueless.
Yeah. Who fucking knows?
I don't know.
Who knows? Who knows why they're mad?
I want to know.
Yeah, I want to know as well. Anyway, that's it for the news that happened while we were gone.
Yeah.
So not much. But now it's time for them top fives.
Top five.
Now keep in mind the stipulations here for the shows, because we don't have infinite time. This is just top 5 shows we watched this year. No bearing on whether or not it came out this year.
It makes no difference for me.
Yeah. No bearing whether or not it came out this year or not. Shows just that we watched for the first time this year.
I think I speak for both Jordan and I, because we talked about it in the car.
Uh-huh.
When I say these are our top 5 shows, these are the 5 shows we watched this year.
Yeah, sure.
Top 5 is a very loose
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't a competition to get into the top 5.
I'm already looking at this and realizing.
Yeah. So and then movies was very, very preferred movies that came out this year. But it was okay if it was not that came out this year. But you should try to prioritize ones that did come out this year. Which my list has 4 that came out this year and 1 that didn't.
You broke your own rule.
That was not how that followed the rule.
You broke your own rule.
That followed the rule. It was good enough.
What movie was it?
It was Moonrise Kingdom. What's his name?
Your list sucks, bro.
My list is great, dude.
Your list is trash.
What's his name? What's his name?
Who?
The Isle of Dogs.
Oh my God. What's his name?
Budapest Hotel. Why can't I think of it?
Isle of Dogs. You're looking for Wes Anderson.
Wes Anderson. Yeah, it's a Wes Anderson joint.
Oh,
2012. It's fucking good. You cannot.
I know the only put it on here. No one else put it. I would bet money. So it matters not at all.
Yeah, but you can't change your list to try to finagle where the point values go. Your list.
I don't think he's changing it and like trying to fix the points. I think he's just like, you know.
I wouldn't put my show on this and this show by itself.
You can amend it mid.
Yeah, because
discussion.
I had to craft the math ahead
But
of time.
his spreadsheet is done.
No, yeah, that's fine. I'm just saying, for the people, this is not accurate.
All right.
But I don't care about the points. It was never gonna win.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So let's start out with shows. We'll go clockwise. We'll go me, you, Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
Me, you, Jordan.
Go ahead.
Starting with number 5. Stranger Things
Shows.
season 4. Stranger Things season 4 is on my number 5. Pretty good.
Yeah, I guess top 5 for you means a different thing than us. Because I'm like, man, you put that at 5, but then I remember you probably watched like 15 shows.
I watched a good amount of shows.
You watched a lot of shows. I
Yeah.
didn't, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's respectable.
Stranger Things season 4. I guess we can use this time to talk about it now. Even if it's on your list later, we'll just talk about it now. Stranger Things season 4, I think, was a real quality and a good, I wouldn't say like return to form, but like a good evolution of that show and made it go back to top tier for me. Whereas it had kind of dropped down a little bit, but this one had made it. Season 1 was good. Season 2 was okay. Season 3 I thought was better than season 1, but the ending was rough. And
I think it's because you have a good villain this time.
Yeah.
You have like an actual villain, not just like the Mind Flayer or the Demogorgon, which is a no personality villain.
Yeah, it's just a monster.
It's just a monster. This one you have a good villain. You get good backstory.
Good characters.
We've kind of dropped the bad arcs that people don't care about.
Yep.
We're only focusing on the gas stuff.
It was all gas.
It's still got classic Stranger Things tropes of not killing main characters.
Yeah.
Still got some problems with it, but overall it is really good. The new characters were great that season.
It a lot. Yeah.
The 2 plots, I think they were very good.
Yeah. The way they were separate and then converged. They did the Game of Thrones thing.
Yeah.
And it worked really, really well.
Yeah, the Russian plot and the American plot.
Yep.
Very good. Very good show.
The kids in California plot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was good stuff. Jordan, is that on your list? All right.
No Stranger Things for Jordan.
All right. Oh, make sure your mic's on. Make sure your mic's on.
All
right.
right. Only when it's important.
All right. Cool.
I can't believe you've never watched a full season of Stranger Things.
That's crazy.
That's a good show.
All right. Number 5 for you, Mike.
Once again, this is just one of the 5 shows I watched this year. Number 5 is Moon Knight.
Moon Knight?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's crazy because it's
Was She-Hulk on your list?
Yes.
Okay.
It is the worst show I think I watched.
Yeah.
Well, no, Miss Marvel.
It's pretty bad.
Miss Marvel was this year.
Well, yeah.
So that's the worst show.
Yeah. Want me to take you to the shows? Shows.
Yeah. I can look at your shows that you watched and see if I forgot anything. This is the best part, is when I go through and rewatch your stuff. Oh, the Kanye documentary. That was really good. That should probably be number 5.
Yeah. Genius.
I don't think any of the rest of this. I didn't finish House of the Dragon yet. Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
So
not much.
So maybe you could replace this with Genius, but nah. We're gonna go with Moon Knight.
Okay.
It was a very average Marvel show.
Yeah.
I thought the characters were okay.
Yeah, it was average.
That's all I got to say about Moon Knight, bro.
I love Oscar Isaac, but I think the front is rough, and it's only the back. It's like real good.
Yeah, there's some cool stuff with the fight with Bast.
I'm the reverse for Miss Marvel, where the front.
The
is
first
like
3 episodes of Miss Marvel might be top
the back
tier. It's so bad. It's so dog.
Yeah.
Moon Knight, at least it kind of saves itself at the end.
It does.
And there's some very interesting things going on in there with the personalities and when he's dead.
And of course, it's also Oscar Isaac.
It's
just a wonder to watch.
It was a good performance. I enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's near the bottom of the shows I watched.
All right, Jordan, you're up. Number 5 for Jordan.
I need him. Oh.
Fix those mic levels, boy.
He said,
boy.
Noah be talking loud, bro.
Don't be talking.
No, it's because he be talking like this.
No, it's because he wants to lean all the way back in his chair.
Okay. My number 5, I'm going to say it, but then I'm going to immediately change it. But it's Inventing Anna, which has, I don't know her name. I should know her name. She's originally from Ozark, and she's playing like a criminal con artist lady.
Yeah, that show was alright.
It's just one of those shows I remembered watching, is why I put it on there. But amending that,
what's your new 5?
It would be Peaky Blinders.
Peaky Blinders.
I can change the spreadsheet if that's all the difference.
Yeah,
that's what he was saying. It was just like it's
gonna change nothing.
It really does change nothing out here.
It changes 0. But just because I forgot that we added the if you watched it for the first time this year. So I would put Peaky Blinders there, but I've talked about that before. Inventing Anna was just really different.
It was okay.
I think I watched it with Mike and Kai.
I was interested in the story, not the character.
Yeah, no, I guess it's fair.
Because I hated her performance, which maybe it was a good performance.
That's Cillian Murphy, right?
Yeah, in Peaky Blinders.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
In Inventing Anna, like I said, I should know her name, but I don't.
I don't
she's just not kind of getting her start.
It's one I wanted to start. I had it as like this might be a show I could watch.
It wasn't top tier by any means.
I can't stand the main character.
I think you're supposed to not like her.
You're not supposed to like her.
So she did it well, but her voice is annoying in that. But I liked it just because I think she did well. She performed well.
Yeah, it's all based on that.
I think I would have liked it more as a documentary. Just like
I could see that.
More accurate.
Oof, yeah, those scores are rough.
Yeah, it's a cool story. Just I think
it's also just one of those shows I remembered watching, so it made it to the list.
All right,
number 4.
Number 4 for me. It's gonna be Euphoria season 2.
Oh, okay.
Euphoria season 2. That shit was good as fuck.
Yeah, I've seen some of it.
You can hit it with your classic critiques, which I'll accept, which don't hurt my viewing pleasure. I guess my viewing experience at all, which is the fact that it's like, Euphoria High School is like all the girls are dressed incredibly scantily clad, and they're all like look super old and doing.
It's a bit over exaggerated.
Yeah, sure, whatever. But despite that, if you can look past that, it's like real good shit. It's so quality, and this season was much better than the first season. The character arcs that finish off, new ones that open up, and some of the crazy events of this story are great. Yeah. Taking characters from the first season that I was always like, these are my favorite characters, by a landslide, and they don't have enough screen time. And then in the second season, them having really good, fleshed out, full episode arcs. Yeah. We're like, that's good shit. And seeing them a lot more, love that. I was a big fan of where it went. And so I'm excited for season 3, whenever that comes and however that's going, because I know there's a lot of weird stuff with certain actors and actresses being like, I don't want to be in this anymore. Stuff like that.
So you want to move on?
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see what happens, but I really thoroughly enjoyed Euphoria season 2.
Word.
Which was gas.
Heard. My number 4 is She-Hulk. That was actually a good Marvel show.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
No, a lot.
I can understand if you didn't like it. Because if you don't want to have a laugh, if you don't care for that humor, I'm sure you're not going to like it. I liked it. Yeah. It's funny. Meta. I enjoyed her performance a lot. What's her name? Jenna?
Can't remember.
No.
I'll hit it with a Google real quick.
Yeah, what was that?
Jen Walters is her.
What's her real name?
She-Hulk is Titania Maslany.
Tanya. But then.
No, it's Tatiana.
Tatiana. Thank you. I was like that.
Tatiana.
That's the villain's name. I think.
Yeah.
No, that's Titania. I don't know.
Tatiana.
It was a good show.
Yeah, it was.
I enjoyed it.
Hey, yo, just for my mental, will you click the little file button to open up like the folder where your stuff is, and then will you click this PC? How much space is in the P drive? Is it red? All right, go in there. All right, go to like episodes.
We'll do it live.
Yeah, sorry. I was thinking about it, and I don't want this episode to get fucking axed. So just like delete old shit. Just like old episodes of the Filmcast and old episodes of the. Yeah, just delete like, I don't know, like 10 of those videos, 12 of those videos.
Get them gone.
Yeah. I just didn't want 3/4 of the way through our top 5 episode for it to be like, oh, you filled up in space and that shit's corrupted and you can no longer.
You cannot use this no more.
Yeah.
And a little bit of chicken fry.
What was that? Where did that come from?
I don't know, you know?
Where
Sometimes
you been, brother?
It just overcomes you.
Where you been?
Ever since the watching Chance the Rapper do Hot in Here in the country accent on TikTok again.
Yeah, of course.
Best believing. Oh Lord. Oh Lord, brother. You can just shift, click, and delete a bunch of them.
Yeah, or control click.
You can delete them. They're on the internet.
All right, we're good. All right, we're back. Jordan, number 4. Wait, Mike's number 4. No, Mike did Shield. Yeah. Jordan, number 4.
My number 4 is one I haven't actually finished watching yet, but I'm going to put on this list anyways because I'm biased. It's Wednesday. I've seen a lot of clips. I've seen a couple from that. Shut up.
I think you're a comedian, huh?
But yeah,
I'm a funny guy.
From what I've seen so far, it just looks really interesting. Looks really good. I like Jenna Ortega. She does really well and stuff that I've seen. Classic Scream Queen for sure. She was also in another movie with Maddie Ziegler called The Fallout, which is good.
No, that movie fucking bangs. That movie was last year.
This is a Jordan type show. For sure.
No, absolutely.
100%.
It's just the Addams Family, like a different take, like a murder mystery Addams Family kind of thing. I just think it's really cool. So, like I said, I haven't finished it yet, but goes on the list just because it looks interesting and unique.
What are you doing?
My TikTok is full of it.
Fallout. I was checking if I had remembered to put it on my list.
Was it the first movie you watched last year?
This year.
It was last year, bro.
No, it was this year. Well, god damn it.
Got him.
See, Jordan got me with that earlier.
I hate you, bro. Can't stand you. Wednesday. I don't think I'll watch it. I'm not really into that type of stuff. But I know people will be digging it. Number 3 for me?
Yeah.
Severance.
Okay.
This show...
You haven't finished it yet.
I have not.
Okay.
I have 3 eps left.
Of season 1?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, there's only 1 season.
Okay.
I foresee this jumping to number 1. But the problem is I couldn't do it having not seen it. But I've from what I've read, from the reviews that I read, and some of the videos I've seen, and people talking about it on podcasts, it just gets better in the end. And if it's this good now, I wanted to put it higher, but I was like, I haven't finished it. I can't put it any higher. I gotta put it down here. I would be putting it much higher, if I had finished it. Yeah, we tried, but 3 episodes left. We'll probably watch an episode tonight and another one tomorrow, maybe 2 tomorrow, and finish the show out. So I'll know it by next week and be able to revisit this and be like, yeah, actually that shit is number 1. But I love that shit a lot. It's so good. We explained the concept to you, right?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, just the crazy concept behind the show is incredibly original almost. Like, it just feels super original and unique, and I like it a lot. And it does really cool, crazy things with the concept of separating your work memories from your life memories and giving you become 2 separate individuals.
Yeah.
And it's just really good. And just the idea that you're your own villain, like you work for this corporation, but you never get to leave because the work and life are separated. So from your perspective, you just work. And as soon as you leave work, you walk in the next morning. But the main villain of that being yourself, not letting yourself leave. It's just good shit. Like, in order to quit, you have to ask your other self to quit for you, and they never want to quit because why would they?
Yeah,
there's no reason for them. Yeah, so it's really, really fucking good. Number 3.
It's on my to watch list.
It's great.
My number 3 is The Boys season 3.
Boys
season 3. Yeah. I think so. You're the boys means the whole show so far. Mine is specifically season 3
because I watched the whole show this year.
Yes. Yeah, specifically season 3 of The Boys.
That shit is gas.
It is so good.
Good.
The memes are fantastic.
It's good stuff.
Homelander's the best villain, I think.
He's good shit, bro.
Because it's just any villain that's just Superman.
Yeah.
Is just scary, and they do it so well.
And being completely psychopathic.
The unhingedness.
Yeah.
It's so great. Good. And then your main characters are great. Especially all the side characters like Frenchie, Kimiko, Mother's Milk. Yeah, they're all fantastic. And I know you watching it, you're like, these characters are alright so far. I'm like, no. You just wait, bro.
Yeah, no, it goes.
They become great characters. It's great. It's fantastic. I love The Boys.
Me too.
Jordan, you're number 3.
My number 3 is carried mostly by nostalgia.
Nostalgia.
For me, it was Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Obi-Wan.
Good show, good Star Wars show. Who doesn't love Ewan McGregor?
Yeah, he's good.
Good guy. Love that guy.
Enjoyable actor.
There was some really. It wasn't like a top tier show or anything like that by any stretch of the imagination. It had some really slow, dead parts in it. But then also had some really cool moments, some really cool nods, some really cool foreshadowing. Well, I guess it's not foreshadowing, but it
for the stuff that comes in the movies.
Yeah, like it's super super cool. I enjoyed it. And it got up there mostly just because I'm a Star Wars simp, and it was good. Yeah, and I like the OGs, you know.
I think I'm Star Wars down in terms of shows and stuff. I think I just can't get into the shows. I like Mandalorian season 1, but couldn't go much further than that. I don't know.
I think they didn't do a good job of marketing Mandalorian 2. Thinking back on it,
yeah,
because I don't know why I didn't watch it. Because I was content with how the season ended.
Yeah.
With what's his face getting the black saber?
Yeah.
And like that's a cool ending.
Yeah, but I didn't watch it.
But really. I was not invested in season 2 at all. And I think it was poor marketing.
Yeah, I might agree. And I don't have a super Star Wars nostalgia to get into Obi-Wan.
No, I don't.
I watched all the movies for the first time like a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. So I don't have like that big nostalgia.
How you get me into stuff these days has got to be like way different projects. Like if you told me there's a Lando spinoff and it's Donald Glover, I'm in. I'm watching that.
Oh yeah.
Or Rogue 2, you know, like I'm.
Of course. I don't know.
Very specific Star Wars stuff gets me in there.
Yeah.
You can't do a Rogue 2, so there never will be.
It's not possible.
But those are like the things that would get me interested, and it's just stuff that's not gonna happen.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Which sucks. I wish I enjoyed Star Wars more though.
Me too. People like it. Number 2 for me was The Boys.
The Boys.
Watched the whole show this year. That's good shit, brother.
You ever tell the people why you did it? You ever tell the people why you did it?
Did what?
Watch The Boys.
I can't remember.
For a stupid TikTok sound.
Oh yeah, it was.
Yeah, I didn't know why the violins were so good.
Yeah, the violins.
The very last second of season 3.
Yeah, and that is what finally got me too. I was like, I seen the little clip, and I was like, I know by this soundtrack that this moment goes hard, and I need to be a part of this moment. Yeah. And so I went in, I watched the whole show, got to that, and I was like, I'm glad that I did that. I'm glad that I did that, boy. Yeah. The Boys is it's good stuff. It's good stuff. You know what I put on my list at first? Forgetting it didn't come out this year.
What?
Was Arcane.
Do you want him to give it number 1 again?
Yeah. Well, it was not number 1, but it was up there.
Yeah.
And then I was like, wait, no, fuck that.
That was
when Jordan texted me his list, I started typing, bro, Arcane was this year, bro. And then I was like, wait no, it wasn't.
That was me with Ted Lasso.
That's how you know how good that fucking show is.
I wanted to put Ted Lasso again. I was like, that might have been last year. And it was.
Yeah, anyway, The Boys.
The Boys are great. My number 2 is Stranger Things. We already talked about Stranger Things. Season 4. I enjoyed it a lot. I binge watched that while in Virginia, like up till 5 a.m. almost or something. It was so good. I hate that they broke it up into 2 parts. I just remember that.
Yep,
that was annoying. Boss Man.
This is funny. This is why I was laughing earlier.
Number 2.
My number 2 is Moon Knight. Actually,
Moon Knight.
I, for the most part, you guys know, don't enjoy the direction the Marvel's in right now.
Nope.
And so most of the shows have been kind of a miss.
Yeah.
This one was not a miss. I really enjoyed this one. It's the only one that I sat down and watched all the way through and didn't want to scream. So
no, that's fair.
It was very good. The fight scenes were dope.
Yeah,
Oscar Isaac goes hard.
Oscar Isaac is so good, dude.
The design of like everything in that show is like unique. Like the Egyptian stuff is just cool as fuck.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it. It's the only Marvel show that I was like afterwards was like, yeah, this is good. This year at least. So I was like, yeah. When you put it that low, I just kind of laughed because I was like, well, I thought it was pretty good.
Well, I put it that low because I liked. It wasn't bad.
Yeah.
It wasn't the best, I thought She-Hulk was great.
Of all like the TV show characters coming into the movies that I'm excited to see him make his way into the cinema.
Yeah.
That's the only one I really care about. The rest of them, I'm like, okay, cool, whatever.
That was last year.
Moon Knight was dope.
Moon Knight is
the
dope.
suit. Oh, it's nice.
Yeah, I was while you were talking about,
Yeah,
I was thinking back to more stuff, like all the
Fortnite.
when they're on the boat. Man, it's just so cool.
It was good.
I remember.
It was a good show.
I remember all of us talking about that when it happened, and the fucking hippo walked in, and everyone was like, "What the fuck?"
The theories were going wild, though.
Yeah,
I will
they
say,
were going crazy.
She-Hulk didn't have crazy theories.
No, not that type of show.
And Meg the Stallion, no?
Yeah.
Moon Knight had crazy theories.
Numero 1, my favorite show I watched this year by landslide was The Rehearsal.
Me as well.
Yeah,
me as well. My number 1 as well.
That's a good fucking show.
The Rehearsal is great.
It's a spectacular.
It's
television.
a thinker. It's a laugher.
Yep.
It's a feel good, make you want to cry. The premise is outlandish and perfect,
and works fantastically.
And where you start in the first episode is
not
where you end up.
No, you go crazy places.
It is a good show. Bro.
Yeah, it's a great show. I don't know what else to say about it without spoiling.
I don't want to.
I don't want to.
I
highly recommend
that you should go watch it.
Yes, I agree. Watch The Rehearsal.
And then watch some Nathan for You when you're done.
Yeah,
to calm back down.
Yeah, but also still get that Nathan Fielder fix.
Yeah,
I need to keep watching that show. I'm just chipping away at it. Just like
Nathan
an episode
for You?
every several weeks.
Because it's like dessert.
Yeah, no facts.
You can't binge watch it all because then
No.
you're like, no, that's too much dessert.
Yeah,
but one slice of cake every now and then hits.
It does. It does. All right, Jordan, your number 1 show that you watched this year.
My number 1 show, I've talked about it throughout the year quite a bit. It's just Ozark. Ozark is really good.
Ozark.
You've been saying.
You do be saying Ozark hit.
Whenever I started making this list, most of the time when I make a list, I start at 5 and go to 1. Here, I started at 1 and went to 5 because I knew Ozark was at the top. It's just prime
real estate
crime. It's just good. It's just fucking good. Jason Bateman goes nuts. Being the person who directed, wrote, and acts as the main character, that's got to be a lot. But it's clear that you can see when somebody has they have a vision and they just make it work themselves. He performs amazingly. All the characters, goated. Yeah. The storyline
Chance liked a lot too.
Yeah, Chance is the reason I started watching it. Actually, put me on. Shout out to Chance for that because this shit is gas. There's still those moments, and I've talked about it in the past, where I'm like, man, that's really barbaric, like really outlandish. Do it again. Like that shit was dope. And so it's like there's moments where you're like, this is a lot delivered perfectly. So it's just really enjoyable if you like drama, serious, on edge of your seat crime shows. Yeah. And you want to learn how to money launder, watch it because they literally teach in season 1.
Money laundering.
It's how I felt smaller. I felt smarter after watching. I was like, I could do that. No, I couldn't, but I feel like I could.
I can launder some of my pennies.
Yeah, I could wash some bills.
Exactly.
And so it's just super, super cool. And even for as dark of a show as it is, there's still some really good comedy in there too. So you'll be laughing when people are bleeding out, and you shouldn't be, but you're like, damn, that was funny. Damn. So it's good. Really good show. Loved it.
All right. This is the synced up top shows list.
This is official with everybody else's way in.
Everyone, all the fans, everybody's point values, all of it in. So there was a total of 28 different shows.
That's pretty interesting.
Wrote in.
That's a good variety then.
28 different shows from individuals in terms of top 5. Tied for 26th place.
Oh, we're going all the way to the bottom.
Yeah, I'm figuring we might as well.
Okay.
Tied for 26th place, The Resident Evil Show, The Wheel of Time, and One Piece.
Like you got One Piece, sure. You got The Wheel of Time, real show. Yeah. Who put Resident Evil?
It was Lucas.
Oh, Lord.
I want to say it was Lucas.
Let me
do a double check. I'm gonna do a double check.
Lucas, bro. I'm gonna need some context here, bro.
Yeah, Resident Evil top shows. Yeah.
He's not memeing here.
I
got
don't.
Real answers on there.
Yeah, Star Trek and Dexter and
Dexter's good.
Those are all tied at 26 with half a point.
Okay, half a point.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tied at 21 with 1 point each. Star Trek Picard.
So that means 2 people put it, or they put it up higher. Okay,
they put it up higher. Yeah. Andor, Mythic Quest, Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power, and Peaky Blinders.
Peaky Blinders. I on those, I think the only one I'm interested in is Mythic Quest.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to watch it.
Can't remember who wrote that in. I think it was Mig.
Yeah, I've been wanting to watch it. It's just one of those ones that I
haven't got to.
Nope.
Tied at 17th place with 1.5 points. Chainsaw Man, Dexter, Abbott Elementary, and The Sandman.
I also want to watch Abbott Elementary.
That was Fielding wrote that one in.
Yeah, I want to watch Abbott as well. That's my type of show.
Yep. Tied for 13th place with 2 points each. Wednesday, Star Trek New Worlds, Love, Death, and Robots season 3 and C.
C. I haven't heard of that one.
Yeah, me neither.
Is it the letter C?
No, SEE.
Maybe I have. Is this the Idris Elba show?
I'm not sure.
C.
SEE
Show. I think it's Idris Elba.
Was that Idris Elba to me?
Or is it Momoa? It's Momoa.
That's Momoa?
Momoa. It's Jason Momoa. Yeah.
Okay.
And Batista.
Nice.
Yeah.
Tied for 10th place with 2.5 points each. She-Hulk.
Okay.
Secession. In Itaewon Class, whatever anime that is.
Yeah, that's an anime.
Yeah.
Has to be.
Yeah, Spencer.
Secession also.
It's on my list.
I also hear good things about.
I hear a lot of good things about it. Number 9 with 3 points, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Hell yeah.
Number 8 with 4 points, Euphoria season 2.
Mm-hmm.
Tied for 6th, Moon Knight and Ozark with 5 points each.
Okay. Okay.
Number 5, Severance with 7.5 points. Number 4, Stranger Things 4 with 8.5 points. Number 3, House of the Dragon with 9 points.
It probably could have got higher if I finished it.
Yeah. Number 2, The Boys with 9.5 points.
Okay. Yeah. Makes sense.
And number 1, The Rehearsal with 10.5 points.
So who was the half vote on that?
Huh?
Who was the half vote on The Rehearsal?
Well, it just depends because the half points are 5th place was a half point.
Yeah, but you gotta remember
Third
we
place
both
is
put it
also
at
a half
first,
point.
so that's 5 and 5.
Yeah.
So there was one person who put it at 5th on their list, is what I'm understanding.
Yeah.
So who else had it? Was it?
I think it was Chance.
Was it Chance?
I can't remember.
Okay.
Someone had it on there.
Because we skewed that one pretty heavy,
We did.
as it being our number ones. The Boys is probably more even. Yeah. That's true.
Yeah, I don't know who the fuck did it. I'm trying to find it.
Because I would have thought, did Adri put it on her list?
It must have been Adrian.
Yeah.
That must have been what it was. Because she didn't write her list down. She just told it to me.
That's fair. That's fair. Hey, good,
Yeah.
Good show.
That's the list right there.
So did more people probably put The Boys on their list then?
Yeah. Yeah.
So the boys won the popular vote. But
also won by pure point value. But frankly,
we gerrymandered it.
if I'm being honest,
for rehearsal. I'm okay with giving it to the boys.
Yeah, but now that I look at my shows, fucked up.
What'd you mess up?
I forgot.
You can verbally amend, not physically.
I forgot.
What did you forgot?
About House of the Dragon.
You just didn't think about it at all.
No, because it would probably be number 3. And Stranger Things would bump down, and Severance would bump down, and Euphoria would bump down.
But it doesn't mess up the top.
It wouldn't mess up. Well, because I didn't put House of Dragon at all. So House of Dragon would be number 1.
Would it?
It would be number 1, no matter where I put it on my list. If I put it on my list, it becomes number. Well, if I put it in 5th.
No.
If I put it in 5th, it becomes 10 points, and still comes second to The Rehearsal. But if I put it at 4, 3, 2, or 1,
if I
becomes
finished House of the Dragon, it would probably be on my. It would definitely be on my list.
Oh, you never finished it?
No, I'm more about halfway through, and then just other stuff.
Damn. I know. I don't know how the fuck did I forget to put it on my 2022 things that I watched? Nope, it's right there.
Yeah, you goobed, bro. You
Yeah.
goobed. You goobed and you scoobed.
Yeah.
Well.
Shit. Okay.
Listen.
The Boys it is, I guess.
The boy. Yeah, I'm cool with giving it to the boys.
Okay.
So it's a popular vote around here.
Yeah. More people put the Boys on their list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amen, brother.
The Boys. Season 3. Synced up Filmcast show of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just good. Wholesome. A show you'd watch with your in-laws.
Yeah.
You know?
Let me for my own personal taste, I'm gonna put House of the Dragon on number 3 right here.
Nah, don't fix it like it wasn't like that before, bro. Don't go back.
Poop.
You dirty little cheater.
This is for my lists,
Oh,
so I can look back in the future.
Bro.
How the fuck did I forget about House of the Dragon? Anyway, yeah, good. House of the Dragon though, really good show.
Yeah,
amazing.
I've enjoyed what I watched so far.
Mm-hmm.
It's just I'm watching it with Kylie, so I'm only gonna watch it with Kylie.
Yeah,
so I might get the inclination to watch it, but I'd have to.
Yep.
Stop what I'm doing.
The Boys season 3 show of the year.
Let's give it to the boys.
To movies.
Now this is where it gets interesting because I actually have opinions. On this now. I didn't have opinions on my shows really.
Sure, yeah.
Like it's just
these are shows.
I don't watch bad shows really.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen some bad movies.
Yeah. Number 5.
This was harder for me.
Going in for me.
Yeah, go ahead.
The Batman.
Wow.
Number 5.
My number 5 as well.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, the Batman I put at number 5.
Okay.
I enjoyed the movie. I just watched better movies.
It's a good Batman movie.
Looking back at my movies I watched this year list, I don't think I watched enough good movies this year.
What?
Yeah, I was looking at it and I didn't have enough good. Like there wasn't enough flames in there for me, for my own personal taste.
I think sure.
But I was like, actually, there's a lot of flames here, but none of them were like. I don't know. I was going through
Nothing
the movies
was
list, and I was
your
like,
number one.
None of these are like hitting. Like
I think the problem is there was not a fight for the number 1 spot.
no,
That's how it was for me.
No, 100%.
It was a fight for number 3.
Yeah. And yeah, of course, just I don't know. There's not a. I think what it was is there wasn't enough movies on my list for me.
It wasn't a movie year.
There wasn't a lot of Oscar bait films that I had consumed.
Yeah,
a few, but not a lot.
Well, let's talk about the Batman.
Yeah, the Batman. I don't know. I like
not connected to the DCEU.
No.
Very important distinction here.
Yeah.
Makes it about 10 times better.
Its own thing.
Robbie P.
Really good Batman.
Star performer. Amazing.
You wouldn't have expected it.
The Riddler.
Great.
A very modern take.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. Catwoman.
She's good.
Jordan, I defer. Okay.
Yeah, it's all good stuff. I liked it a lot. There's just a few better movies that I watched this year. Obviously, putting it at number 5. But in terms of Batman's, it's up there. I don't think it beats The Dark Knight, but I think it beats some of the others in that trilogy. Maybe both of the others in that trilogy. But I don't think it beats The Dark Knight. The Dark Knight's just too goated. But I did enjoy it a lot, and because I know it's supposed to be a trilogy, so I'm curious to see where we go next.
Yeah, me too.
Because this is obviously it's not origin story, but it kind of is.
Yeah, you kind of skip a lot of elements, which is what they tend to be doing nowadays, anyways. They expect people, yeah, they expect everyone to know them,
which is a good call. Yeah, to not just do Batman Begins again.
So yeah, it's like every Spider-Man movie doesn't need to start with them getting bit by the spider anymore. Yeah, you can skip. You can save 30 minutes.
But then you still kind of had not an origin story, but it felt like the origin of Batman coming to terms with himself or whatever.
I feel like it's less of an origin of Batman and the origin of this Gotham.
Yeah.
Let's develop this story's Gotham. Yeah. Is what we're doing. We're not developing this Batman. You know? You kind of start with everything you need to know.
So here's where I'm at. Also, skip forward 15 seconds for no spoilers on the Batman. The Joker pops up, but 30 seconds.
That's not even a spoiler.
Okay, the Joker pops up in the end credit scene. And that is Barry Keoghan.
Yes.
Okay. Everyone's like, this feels weird. It's a weird choice. He's the guy from the Eternals that controls all the humans or whatever. Barry Keoghan stars as a side character in The Banshees of Inisherin, another movie that is on my list that I'll talk about later, that I watched this year. He's going to do fantastic.
Oh, I'm sure he will.
He's going to do great. He's an excellent actor.
Well, and the whole the scene that got released after the movie came out.
Yeah.
Not the post-credit scene.
It's decent.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
They should have, I don't know. I think it kind of takes away from like some of the villains you got going on in that movie.
Yeah.
If you're like, oh, the Joker.
Yeah.
You kind of stop caring about Cobblepot and, you know, Falcone.
Falcone, yeah. I like it a lot though.
It's good.
Yeah, and I'm excited to see where they go next.
Yeah, that's my number Jordan, 5 as well. So.
Number 5.
So my number 5 is something I watched pretty recently.
Okay.
Everyone else kind of did as well.
Yes.
It's Glass Onion.
Glass Onion.
This one I missed.
I should have watched it.
I wanted to try. I was trying to fit it in, but we had like a bunch of events. Cena was over for a while. He came over really early, so we were hanging out with him, so we couldn't watch it. And Leanne was up for the weekend or whatever. It's another friend of ours. It's like, oh, we can't really fit it in. They don't really want to do that. And so I was trying so hard to. Once everybody was like, "This is gas," I was like, "Fuck, I got to get it in before the podcast because I know it'll be in my top 5." But I just couldn't do it.
It's good.
It's good.
I loved it.
It's a fun, like another fun mystery crime.
And it will be watched before next week.
It's fun. Because did you enjoy Knives Out?
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah, exactly. That's all you need to know. Yeah. It's Benoit Blanc and another mystery.
Not connected.
Not connected.
Just same characters. A few of the same characters.
No, just Benoit Blanc.
It's just
no. Okay. Oh, I thought it was Daniel Craig.
No, oh,
that's Benoit Blanc.
Oh, is that his name in the show?
Yeah.
Okay. Or in the movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sir Benoit Blanc.
Okay. Yeah, so I just love,
declare.
And for most people who watch it, they probably agree. I love the lighthearted approach they take to it because like there's some decently serious shit going on.
Yeah.
But like it just feels like an old school mystery. Like it's just super.
I'm excited to watch it. I will watch it.
The personalities are turned to like 10.
Yeah.
On a lot of the characters, which is
good.
Great.
It's enjoyable.
There's definitely some things to nitpick about this movie.
There is. I agree. As well.
I'm not gonna spoil it. Okay, I won't spoil anything. But I have some problems with the movie.
Oh yeah,
very small.
I will watch it by next week, and we can do a spoiler next week.
To me, it gave me the same. Which is probably why I like it so much. It gave me like a modernized take on like Clue.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and so
on crime, mystery,
all those tropes, all those fun little stereotypes, it hits them.
Yeah,
but it does it in a new way. That's really enjoyable.
There's one scene that I nitpicked a lot. Like not nitpicked, but like was picking up on like things that they were doing the show, not tell.
Yeah.
And while they were doing that, I was like, oh, I'm loving this detail, and I know nobody else is gonna notice it.
Yeah.
But then I get on TikTok and someone else is like, they made a whole like 2.5 minute on this like 5-second scene where I noticed all the exact same things, and I was like, oh, dude, I love this movie because it's very little details.
Yeah.
That I've never seen somebody use this device as a way to explain these details.
Yeah,
it's so good.
No, super good.
And I'll talk about it later.
So if anyone's watching and hasn't seen it, including
go watch it.
I will watch it by the end of the week.
It's a little funny, a little corny, a little cheesy, but
it's fun.
It is a fun movie.
Good fun.
Okay, number 4 for me.
Yes,
Moonrise Kingdom. This is a movie that actually came out in 2012. I watched it for the first time this year. I was sitting on the couch trying to figure out something to watch with my fiance, my lovely fiance's Adriana's mother, and we were looking for stuff to watch. And this had been on. I had seen it somewhere and was like, maybe I want to watch this, and was gonna watch it with her. But it has a like a PG-13 rating or something like that for something. And you know, her mom, very good Christian lady, so
conservative lady.
So we had to watch something else. But when I got home, and then the next day, I was like, you know what, we're gonna watch this now. And I rented it with my brother. It's Wes Anderson. You know, when I didn't realize it was Wes Anderson at first. I started watching it. I was like, this feels like fucking Wes Anderson. And I was like, yeah, this really got that Wes Anderson style. I wonder who directed this. Look it up. So it's fucking Wes Anderson.
Yeah.
It's really good. It's like just a funny, like, it's like got kids on bikes vibe, but it's not, no kids are on no bikes, but it has kids on bikes vibes where it's like and it's super like, it's just really funny, like just goofy as fuck. And it's just a kid who's part of this Boy Scout troop on this random island in England or Ireland or something, I can't remember. And he falls in love with a girl on that island, and then he runs away with her, and they go live in the wilderness. And then it's the parents and the cops and the group of Boy Scouts trying to find them. But it's like super just goofy, off the wall, like you're watching like an old school Saturday morning 1990s cartoon type thing, where it's like, oh, they're saying dumb things. Like there's a point where the Boy Scouts run into him, and it does like the zooms in like it's an old Western, and he's like, oh fuck. He tries to shoot him with the bow and arrow, and he ends up like hitting a dog, and it's like this whole fucking scene. There's just a lot of really good stuff. And she has like, she tries to stab him with some scissors, but there's like a lot of like really cool, funny, goofy stuff that they do with camera tricks. Just how Wes Anderson does. You know his very specific brand of comedy.
Yeah.
If you've watched any of his things, Isle of Dogs, Grand Budapest Hotel, The French Dispatch, like a lot of good Wes Anderson stuff. And I liked it a lot. I know Lucas said it was one of his favorite movies of all time. Once I told him that I had watched it, but it was good enough that I was like, oh, fuck, I think I'm gonna put it on my list of my top 5 for this year. Because when I was looking at that 5th slot of just movies that came out this year, I was like, that feels weird saying that that's a top 5. But when I looked at Moonrise Kingdom, I was like, no, that is definitely for me a top 5.
You need to watch it.
Number 4 for you, brother.
Glass Onion. Yeah. We just discussed it. Glass Onion, of course, great film. Go watch it.
Number 4 for Jawden.
This one caught me by surprise.
Okay.
My number 4 is Intergalactic.
That's the Kid Cudi joint, right?
Yes, it is.
I didn't realize that came out this year.
I didn't either. Until I looked it up. It did.
There we go.
It was very sleeper hit, really.
Yeah.
Whenever we watched it, we were actually at a party, and it was just on in the background, and then Noah showed up, and they restarted it. And so I was kind of just idly watching it as we were doing other things. And then like 20 to 30 minutes in, I realized that like, this is really good. And like I kept getting sucked into the movie and not paying attention to what I was doing. And so as the movie went on, I will agree, I didn't like the ending as much, which is kind of why it's a little bit lower. But just for like a very cool animated, it almost looks like Into the Spider-Verse style animation.
So it was originally a visual album that was just on the internet, and then they redone a bunch of the stuff and made it into a TV special and put it on Netflix.
It was good.
It was good.
It was enjoyable.
Because I guess he has an album. I guess he has an album called Intergalactic.
I didn't see the end either.
Yeah, I didn't. So I only watched the beginning.
The first hour and a half or so that I watched, it was all pretty good.
This is cute, but it also deals with some serious stuff.
Yeah.
The music bangs. It's good.
Timothy Chalamet in this movie. Todd Ellison.
Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah. Weird.
Super.
Yeah.
Jaden Smith.
Super weird movie in the sense of like what a movie is, but it was good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Word.
Nice. Good. Nice. Solid pick.
Number 3
for me. Avatar: The Way of the Water.
Avatar: Way of the Water for me as well.
Damn.
Number 3.
We're right in line,
Pretty
brother.
similar.
Yeah, Avatar: The Way of the Water is my number 3. I liked this movie a lot.
This joint, let me preface, we just watched it.
Yep.
Like 3 hours ago.
I watched it.
Recency bias.
It was 7 hours ago. Well, I guess we finished it like 3 hours ago.
Yeah, bro. We walked out of the theater at 5 o'clock.
Last week and then watched it again today. But in 3D this time, which was
bro,
good.
I'm pissed. Nobody told me I was gonna cry.
Yeah.
Nobody said that, bro.
Yeah, it's a really good movie. We're gonna get into spoiler talk after this later.
Yeah.
So I'll have some stuff to say about it there. But for the most part, I think the movie is excellent. I think the character arcs and the character development is really, really good. I think the visuals are fucking insane. And then I think the soundtrack is also fucking immaculate. And also, this is the first 3D movie I've watched in 12 years.
That looked good.
Not that looked good, just period. And it was real good fucking 3D.
Yeah.
Like it was good.
It was solid.
3D. Non-spoilery nitpicks. I don't understand, and this is probably something y'all didn't notice, but I don't understand the creative or technical reason for filming half of the movie in 60 frames per second and the rest in 24 frames per second. I don't know if you noticed it, but if you pay attention to the movie during very specific scenes, the frame rate changes.
Oh, yeah, it goes up in some scenes.
Extensively. Like, for example, when... Fuck, I can't spoil it. Well, I guess this is not even really... When there's boats on the water, and they're like... That's when it changes to 60 frames per second. And then when it cuts back to an up-close of a character, it's back to 24. It's jarring. And it's not as noticeable watching the movie.
It's probably jarring in 3D.
It's more jarring in 3D.
Yeah.
Because when I watched it regularly, I noticed it, but it wasn't horrible.
It didn't bother me.
But in 3D, it was like, whoa, that was weird.
Yeah.
And it came a lot in the climax of the film when there's a lot of movement going on. There's a lot of up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down.
Yeah.
There's a character who grabs in a grenade and throws it into a thing, 60 frames per second, and then it's immediately 24 frames after that.
Yeah.
And that was, it like, almost made me sick almost.
Yeah.
But I think that was because of the 3D. Because when I watched it regularly, I did notice some of those changes, but it wasn't jarring like it was in 3D.
Yeah.
So I don't know why they did that. It's a weird design choice, but
it has to be some reason.
Yeah, something weird that I didn't like. Other nitpicks are spoilery as hell, and I will talk about.
Yeah, I agree with you. I have like one major nitpick.
I have
with the plot. There's actually a couple. Yeah. But there's one that I'm like the whole time I'm watching it, I'm like, yeah, come on.
Yeah, I have like 3 or 4 big points, but
we'll get to that.
That being said, it'll sound like I'm ripping the movie a new asshole later, but here's
the deal. Here's the deal. The highs of that movie are so high.
Yes, sir.
Like it's like 10 in animation, 10 and some of the character arcs we got going on.
Good.
Here. 10 in the music, and then like the plot, average,
middling. Yeah.
That's it.
The water tech is insane.
Yes. Anytime you're underwater, it's a better movie.
It's insane.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck. Anyway, yeah, number 3. Jordan, you're number 3.
My number 3 is The Batman.
The Batman.
And enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah.
Enjoyed it. I was actually late to watching it. Way late. Didn't think I was gonna like it as much as I did. Started it. I made this joke in the Discord. I was eating when I started watching it, and my food got cold because I forgot to eat because I was locked.
Yo, it's a year for long movies. I just realized that.
No, that was also
that being said, to do a quick jump back, Avatar
flies.
Did not feel like 3 hours and 15 minutes.
No, it does not.
I know when the movie ended, he thought we were going into the second
I will
act.
say I knew it was 3 hours and 15 minutes because that last 30 minutes my back was like
hurting.
I needed to do a get up and stretch.
But the whole time you're watching it, you're never sitting there like, damn, I got a fucking hour left.
Yeah.
You're just like, oh fuck, movie's over.
Yeah.
And it's really good. But anyway, yeah, the Batman, a little bit slower I think though.
Yeah, but I think it's meant to be a little bit slower.
Of course.
Yeah.
It's much more of a detective movie than. But I enjoyed it in the sense of like it was a fresh take. Some of those action scenes are not as like loud and abrasive as other Batman scenes. They feel more subtle, which feeds into the Batman they're creating. Because like some of those fights, those dudes are done quick. Yeah, it's 1-2, you're done. 1-2.
Them punches are strong, bro.
Yes, they're vicious. The one that comes to mind specifically is when he's walking into the club. Yeah, and he the 1-2 combo that guy puts him in the closet.
Yeah,
that's like seconds. It's insane.
It's good stuff.
Yeah. I really enjoyed it. I liked the characters, all of them really. I didn't have one that I didn't enjoy from like an acting perspective. I like the designs. I like where we're going. So I just liked it very much. Made it number 3.
All right. Number 2 time.
My
number 2 is the Banshees of Inisherin.
See, I knew that was coming, Jordan.
Yeah. The Banshees of Inisherin was my number 2.
What days?
This movie's excellent.
Oscar bait?
Yes.
Okay.
It's the guy who played in the first. Why can't I think of his fucking name? Colin Farrell. It's Colin Farrell and the guy who plays Moody, Mad Eye Moody.
Oh, okay.
Can't think of his name.
I don't know his name, but I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, it's Colin Farrell, him, and Barry Keoghan is in it, and then some other Irish actors.
What are we doing?
So the premise of this film is you're on a very, very small town in Ireland a long time ago, like 1930s, during the Civil War of Ireland.
Yeah.
On this island, and the Civil War of Ireland is going on. It's just a plot point that's not super important, but that's just for the time frame. It's old. People aren't driving cars everywhere. Shit like that. You know what I mean? So very, very long time ago. Everyone got donkeys and shit. This guy is friends. Colin Farrell is friends with the guy who plays Mad Eye Moody, who is like a musician. He's a violinist. Then they're really good friends. They go to the bar together all the time. They do stuff. The movie starts with the Mad Eye Moody's character deciding he does not want to be friends with Colin Farrell's character anymore. Yeah. Just being like, I don't want to talk to you anymore. We're not friends. And he can't figure out why. And then he tells them, if you talk to me again, I will chop off my finger. And for every single time you talk to me, I will chop off another finger. And he's the violinist, and everyone loves him on the island. So everyone's like, bro, you can't fucking talk to him. And he's like, but he's my best friend. I don't understand. Like, I didn't do anything. And so it creates this interesting thing where he's really trying to figure out why this guy doesn't want to talk to him or be his friend anymore.
Talking to him.
Yeah, and they've been best buds for decades. Yeah. So they're like, it's like a thing. And he can't figure out why. And it becomes this thing where he's like, yeah, you fucking talk to me again, I will chop off a finger for every single time that you do, and I will leave it on your porch. And that's the premise of the movie. And it's so fucking good. It's so good. It's so dumb. It's just a little drama. It doesn't have anything crazy going on, but it's just this little micro community of people. It's like a town of like 50 people, so everybody knows everybody. There's funny scenes. It's serious. It goes crazy places, and it's one of my favorite scenes I've seen in a movie in a very long time, between Barry Keoghan's character, who plays a kid who plays like a really dumb kid. He's like mentally handicapped. He's just not very smart. People don't really like him, and he is in love with Colin Farrell's sister character, and they have an interaction on the shore of a lake. And they're like talking, and it's an insane performance by Barry Keoghan, and it's an insane scene that when you get, like, you're just like, wow, that's crazy. When you get the context of that scene later, like when things come full circle and you understand why that scene was happening, it really makes that scene even better. And it's one of my favorite scenes I've seen in a movie in fucking like 10 years, like so long. And I love this movie a lot. It's really, really fucking good. I recommend anyone watch it who's just into any type of drama or like Colin Farrell at all. Just Irish actors doing Irish things. And it's a very weird movie, but super good. One of the things I like about the movie a lot, like my favorite part of the movie, is you feel like a fly on a wall. Like the dialogue is so natural and just like really, really well written that you don't feel like you're watching a movie. You know, when you're watching specific movies or shows and stuff all the time, you find yourself in a position where you're like, nah, characters wouldn't talk like this. Yeah. Stuff like that. That happens a lot. It's a normal thing. You really look past it for the most part when watching things. In this, sometimes there's an argument in a bar when characters are arguing, or when they've been friends for a long time and they're arguing. You feel like someone who's sitting there like, oh shit. Like you feel like a person in the bar who's like eavesdropping and you're not supposed to. Like when you see these scenes, they feel so natural and really, really good that you're just like, I'm not supposed to be watching this. I feel like I'm eavesdropping on two friends that are having a serious talk right now. Yeah. And it's really fucking good. I love it a lot. Good movie. Number 2. Word. Yeah.
My number 2. Top Gun Maverick.
That's a good shit right there.
It was a really, really good movie. Yeah. This is more than just that movie though. Yeah. Because as much as I hate Tom Cruise being right, he was right, bro. Yeah. They made this movie for the movie theater.
Yeah, they did.
And it was so good, bro.
I don't know why it was so good. It's one of those ones I can't pinpoint exactly why it was enjoyable.
Because you hadn't even seen Top Gun before watching it, right?
Yeah, I had. Oh, I just did a rewatch. Oh, okay. It's just been a very, very long time.
I was gonna say, because the nostalgia.
I think it was Adri who had not seen it.
There's a good amount of nostalgia.
Yes, of course.
Obviously.
A perfect amount, in my opinion.
I think so too. It starts off pretty gas. With they're trying to hit 10 Gs. You know, that's gas. And then you get introduced to the whole cast of characters, all the other pilots. Yeah. You get to meet Miles Teller, who does an amazing job in this movie. Yeah. It's just all good.
Yeah. It's just a very predictable and tropey plot. And for some reason, you're just sitting there, you're like, I'm just having fun.
It is the best piece of military propaganda I've ever watched in my life, bro. It makes you want to go in and list, bro. No lie. My brother was like, I kind of want to do it.
No.
It's good,
That's so
dude.
Funny. That's good stuff.
Everybody wants to be Rooster.
Yeah.
You know?
It's a really good movie. I like it a lot.
It's so good.
Mm-hmm.
I could rewatch that beach scene over and over.
The beach scene, yeah.
You know, it does something to you.
It does, dude.
Miles Teller, baby.
Miles Teller.
Good movie.
I agree. All right, Jordan, number 2. What you got for me? You're gonna get heat for this.
My number 2 is Wakanda Forever.
Oh, I'm gonna get heat for that.
Yeah, I can't give you heat for that.
Black Panther had to go at number 2. That is a fucking beautiful cinematic piece.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Be all right.
I'm gonna say this, and this is what I meant. I'm gonna get heat for. Not a great superhero movie in my opinion.
No, you're correct.
But a good movie. Like it was
Yeah.
just good. I cried from start to finish, literally.
That's a good fucking film.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The soundtrack is astronomically good. That shit is beautiful.
That's per usual. No Kendrick though. Rip, but still.
But I feel like they did a good job.
Yeah, they did a great job.
Character arcs, all except for one, very very good.
Mm-hmm.
Everything didn't feel rushed. The pacing felt good.
Yeah.
Until the end, it kind of felt a little bit rushed.
Yeah.
I had some nitpicks about some things that happened in that movie. Of like,
I have a new nitpick.
For Wakanda Forever?
Yeah. Post Avatar, the boat battle scene was weak.
it ain't shit.
Oh, yeah.
No, it ain't shit.
Yeah.
Avatar.
After watching Avatar,
stupid.
I was like, Wakanda Forever's boat battle scene fucking sucks.
Yeah.
It was really enjoyable. It was a good homage to the boy. Rest in
Yeah.
peace.
No, that's good. I think you're right. It's a great tribute piece. It's a very good
It's a
piece
different
about
type of
grief
Marvel
and stuff
movie.
like that.
Yes.
It's not a great Marvel movie.
It taps into a different thing than most Marvel movies do.
Yeah.
They said they were aiming to set that apart from everything else, and they accomplished that.
I agree.
And they did it. The designs were good. I feel like it felt like a good next step in the story. And then I really, from a real life perspective, I enjoy the way that they didn't change what happened. Like they didn't change the story of how he dies.
Yeah.
He died because of sickness in life, and he died because of sickness in the movie.
Yeah.
And they really made that for people who have struggled with that kind of grief. And I think they covered it really well. So I just really enjoyed that movie. Like I said, it's not hard for a movie to make me cry. It's hard for a movie to make me bawl.
Yeah.
And that movie had me in tears.
That movie pulled on a heartstring.
It was the most beautiful movie I've seen in a long time in the sense of like meaning and speech.
Impact, yeah. I agree. Number 1 movie for me, which I probably assume was number 1 movie for you. It was the number 1 movie for a lot of people.
Yeah.
This is Everything Everywhere
Dragon Ball
all at
superhero.
once. Oh yeah, Dragon Ball Super. Yeah, Everything Everywhere all at once. This is a movie of the decade.
It is a fantastic movie, bro. I'm picture this. Okay. I'm on the shitter.
Of course.
I'm scrolling on TikTok, bro.
Of course.
And then I get to the scene of, I'd like to think, and
Jordan.
My guy, it's been like a year.
What are you doing, dude? It's only on number 1 on like everyone's list.
You know the scene in the alley where he's like,
yes,
in another life.
Of course, yes.
Dude, I'm just crying.
Of course.
I'm just on the.
I
had to put the phone down because I'm like,
yeah, gotta finish this shit,
bro, dude.
Yeah.
It's such a good movie.
No, that movie's excellent.
It's the perfect movie.
Lucas put in the Discord because he, of course, watched it recently, and he was like, "This is one of my favorite movies I've ever fucking seen."
Yeah.
Noah thinks it's his favorite movie of all time. I think it's pretty fucking far up there.
Yeah.
I like it a lot. It's crazy
it's ridiculous.
The emotional roller coaster that movie takes you on, and how you can be crying your eyes out in the midst of some tomfoolery happening on screen.
There's some dumb
but
stuff
you're still
happening.
crying.
Yeah.
And you're like having a seriously emotional, impactful thing while some fucking really weird shit is happening. Also, it's just there's a good kung fu in there. It's a good premise. It's a good,
very good performances.
They execute on the multiverse fantastically, better than some of the majority of things that I've seen. The villain is so good.
The best part is the movie starts with very real characters.
Of course,
they are very normal people that you know.
And
then the tomfoolery starts happening, and it's those people in extreme conditions.
Yeah.
But it's like this is at the end of it, it all comes down to the same points.
This family, yeah.
And it's just so good.
It's excellent, man.
It's a good film. Jordan, go watch the freaking movie, bro.
Let's see what's on. Oh,
I will give you the money.
Oh,
how much is it, bro?
It's on Hulu, but it's on Showtime.
Can you watch it on YouTube?
You can watch it on YouTube with YouTube TV prescription. Let's see if you can rent it from YouTube for like $2. Yeah, but that's the Showtime extension.
Touching on Glass Onion real quick. That movie is so good. Me and Kylie watched Knives Out right after. Just to stay in that world.
Nah. Noah owns it on YouTube, I think.
Okay.
So you can probably get Noah's line.
That movie is fantastic. Go watch it.
God, yeah, fuck yeah.
All right, Jordan, what's your number one?
Number one, Jody.
Papa J.
Let's keep it a buck. You can probably guess what it is.
Honestly, I have no idea.
That's wild. My number one is Avatar.
Oh, you hadn't said it yet. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. It's absolutely Avatar.
I haven't said it yet, brother.
In my head, we were past Avatar. No,
Yeah,
you're right.
Yeah. So
it's good stuff.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say two things before I get into it. I'm gonna say one.
Number one,
recency bias. You can accuse me of it. I'll accept it. Moving on. Number two, nostalgia. You can accuse me of it. I'll accept it. Moving on. That movie fucking slaps.
Yeah.
That
it's a good fucking movie.
Is fucking good. I was skeptical. Like I'm a defender of the original Avatar, but I was skeptical going in. You guys were starting to get into my head. You were starting to like get me that maybe I was,
never bet against Cameron, they say.
And then from the moment we got into that movie, I was hooked. It was good. Me and Mike kept making little comments of like, yeah, that shit was good. Oh, that shit was cool.
It's made a Billy already.
Yeah.
Billy.
It's the fastest to get there in 2022.
Yeah, over a Billy.
It's good. The soundtrack is phenomenal.
It also has free reign of the theaters until like February 15th when Ant-Man comes out.
Because nobody wants to compete with that.
This might hit.
I say nobody. It's all Disney.
It might be. Yeah, well, yeah, it's a dubs for Disney. But this might also be the highest grossing film of all time. It could hit it.
Time to see Disney
Avatar
pass
1's
the
at
torch to itself again.
Yeah. Avatar 1's at like 2 Billy. And this one's already at like 1.3. So.
Where did Endgame finish?
Like 1.9.
Yeah, it's possible for the Avatar to take top spot.
Because Endgame has it, right?
No, because they re-released Avatar last year to make Avatar get it back. It's they want the marketing of being able to say the sequel. So probably Endgame and Infinity War will release before the next Avengers to try to get that back on top, so they can then say this Avengers is the sequel to the highest grossing film of all time. That's probably what will happen.
But yeah, I'm obviously not spoilers until we get there. But there's a point in the story where the stakes just go from
they go up.
They go to 10, and from that moment, I was in pain. I was in genuine pain.
Movie's gas. For being 3.5 hours, that shit feels like a flight to Dallas for fucking 30 minutes.
Yeah. Neytiri is in my top 5 female characters.
Dude,
period.
She bad, bro.
She is so bad.
She's so bad.
If I had a nickel for every time Zoe Saldana played a
attractive alien,
an attractive alien, and is a badass, I'd have 2 nickels.
It's not even. But be fucking for real here with the people. Neytiri against Gamora, it's not close.
It's Gamora.
It's Neytiri.
No.
Like in terms of like who would beat who?
Yeah.
Oh, it's Gamora.
It's Gamora.
No, I'm talking about in terms of
like who we like more.
Yes.
It's Neytiri.
It's Neytiri, and it's not close.
Well, yeah.
And she.
I thought we were talking hand-to-hand combat.
Oh yeah.
No, she fucking runs around with a stick, dude. I'm talking. It's
well, she runs around with a bow, bro.
She's just a better character.
Yeah, but that bow be going through
dude,
anything.
No,
bro.
dude, the thing when the thing happened,
I
was like,
we'll get to that. We'll bring that up.
We'll get to that.
That is nasty.
That shit is, dude. Okay, yeah. Neytiri carried this movie in a lot of different ways. She didn't get as much screen time, which sucks, but she still felt like she was the most powerhouse character on the screen.
Loved it. Goddamn, yeah.
The music, the water. I love water. The water was beautiful. It felt like I was swimming. Like
so good.
Felt like I was there.
I wanted to just take a dip.
I thought I wasn't gonna like some of the newer characters. I ended up liking all of them.
All of them.
It's just great.
The water people are great, man.
This will probably be my top movie for a while.
It's great.
I respect that.
And I can't wait for 2024 to get more. I just want
more. That for me, no more. The Avatar slander is gone.
Yeah. Thank you.
That's good shit.
It's not. It's gone.
Yeah.
It's so good.
I know Chance will never watch this.
No, he won't.
It's too long, but it flies by, man.
He should, bro.
It really doesn't feel like 3.5 hours. It feels like an hour 40.
God
the
bless
speed
you.
at which it goes is insane.
This movie is astronomically good.
My thirst.
Yeah, my man's
quenched.
man thirsty.
Bro. No AJ.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Okay, so now this is the official synced up list for the top movies of the year.
Yes.
Starting with tied for 17th.
So wow, way more similarity in these lists is what that means.
20 total entries.
Okay.
Tied for 17th, The Menu, The Gentleman, Nope, and After Sun with 0.5 points.
I never got to see Nope.
Oh, yeah, you never seen it. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I need to watch it.
Tied for 13th with 1 point, Thor Love and Thunder, The Bob's Burgers Movie, Bullet Train, and Elvis.
I also want to see Bullet Train.
Yeah, me too.
I've heard good things about it.
Me too. Number 12, Chippendale Rescue Rangers with 1.5
this year. That was a good movie.
points.
That was a good movie.
Tied for 10th with 2 points apiece, Intergalactic and Moonrise Kingdom.
Okay.
Number 9, Triple R. You haven't heard of Triple R?
What's Triple R?
Wow, Triple R is it's the Bollywood movie. It's like an Indian Hollywood movie.
Is it like the
it's
Bollywood
like
movie?
the one, and people, it's
like
it's
Avengers
really long.
for Bollywood?
No, but yes, but apparently I've never seen it.
Is it RRR or Triple
R?
Okay.
Everyone talks about how this is like the most gas crazy movie. It's so fucking good. It's so goofy and ridiculous and insane, but so for some reason
It's
yeah, it has a really
the
high
scores
score.
are looking pretty. The scores are looking pretty gas, my guy.
Yeah, I've been wanting to watch it for a while.
It's 3 hours.
It's very long. That's the thing, and it's Bollywood, so it's super goofy. But everyone's like, this movie is excellent.
You might have to put this on the list.
It was Miguel that put this in his list at number 1. Tied for 7th place with 3.5 points apiece, Glass Onion and Multiverse of Madness, Doctor Strange.
Okay.
6th place, The Banshees of Inisherin with 4 points. 5th place, Black Panther: Wakanda Forever with 8 points. 4th place, The Batman with 9 points. 3rd place, Top Gun Maverick with 10.5 points. 2nd place.
Well, hold up. 10.5?
Yes.
And you didn't put it on your list.
No.
And Jordan didn't have it on his.
No.
That means a lot of people voted for Top Gun.
Because you put it at 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, which gives it 4.
So 6.5 points came from other people.
Yeah, because there was people who put it
A lot of people
pretty
like
high.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Number 2, Avatar: The Way of the Water with 15
That might
points.
just be us. How many?
15 points.
5, 3, 3, 11. Yeah, that's
And then-
mostly us.
And then Lucas put it at number 1, which was 2.5 points.
I think if more people had time
And
to
then
see it,
Adri
it'd
put
probably
it
be
at,
higher
yeah,
too.
I agree. And then the number 1 movie, Everything Everywhere All at Once.
By
with
how much?
17.5 points.
And what was Avatar?
15.
That's actually, if more people had seen Avatar, I wonder if that would have been a closer race.
You're probably correct.
Yeah.
Well, maybe, I don't know. Chance probably wouldn't put it on his list.
Yeah.
And Spencer, I think Spencer would just hate on it.
Yeah.
So maybe not. I don't know if there's anyone else in the Discord that gave me their list that would watch this that might put it on there. Maybe like Fielding.
Yeah.
So it's possible that it could have got a few more points and inched out.
I'm solid on putting Everything Everywhere All at Once as the definitive synced up film of the year.
It's good shit.
It's a good movie.
Yeah.
It's a really good movie. Jordan, you
A
need
lot
to
of
watch
number 1 picks for that. Chance put it at number
I'll
1.
fund it. Just
Lucas
tell me
put it
when.
at number 1. We both put it at number 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everything Everywhere All at Once. The synced up official movie of the year.
Now, I'm curious. Who barely missed the cut for you on the films?
Huh?
On the films. Like, what films
Oh, what did I...
were your honorable mentions?
Top Gun Maverick was on there.
Okay.
Wakanda
Forever was on there for me.
Wakanda Forever was one on there that I had as a honorable mention. Scrolling through. The Fallout, the movie that Jordan mentioned, was on there. Licorice Pizza, I had on there.
You never watched Hustle, right?
No, I didn't watch Hustle.
Looking back on it, Hustle was a movie I enjoyed a lot.
The Inside Outtakes was up there. The Japanese film Drive My Car, I liked a lot. The We Met in VR documentary.
You should watch Hustle.
I should. The We Met in VR documentary. I had 8th Grade, which didn't come out this year, but I watched for the first time this year.
Pretty good.
Excellent shit. And I think that's pretty much it.
Respectable. All right. Let's get into some
spoilers.
I want to talk about spoilers for Avatar: Way of the Water.
Yeah.
So skedaddle if you haven't seen it. Go watch it. It's in theaters.
Yeah.
Watch it in 3D.
Let me make sure I don't want to spoil anything else. I don't think there's anything else I want to spoil. Just Banshees, but no real need to.
Yeah, I don't want you to spoil that. I kind of want to watch it.
Okay. So Avatar: The Way of the Water.
This film. Do we want to just get into the nitpicks?
Well, that's pretty much all we're gonna really spoiler.
All right.
Because for the rest, there's no spoilers.
I want to talk about my biggest one.
What? Go ahead.
We. Where did everybody go,
dude? It doesn't make any fucking sense.
As soon as
the ship
hits a certain
crashes,
point, yeah.
As soon as the ship crashes,
it's just the Sullys.
Yep. Everyone else was gone.
I hate it, dude.
They're just gone.
Nobody's there.
The whole water clan
Even the
is
whale
gone.
dipped until he comes back to rescue.
I know, dude.
They're all gone.
And it's like 40 straight minutes.
Where did they go,
I
dude?
don't know.
It pissed me off. I kept thinking they'll come back. They'll come back.
They don't.
Never.
They don't.
I wish it was addressed.
I know, bro.
I wish it was like the oil hit the water and lit on fire.
Yeah.
And then Sully's like, take him home. Get him out of here.
Yeah, no, it didn't happen. All the water people, they just
dipped.
They were like, all right, we're good. Fuck the salt. Fuck Makto. Fuck everybody.
Yeah, we destroy the ship. We're gone.
His daughter is there.
Yeah.
And she's there missing, and he's just
They're
back home
gone.
at the crib. It's so stupid.
It pissed me off so much. And it's not addressed.
Oh, God, it's so dumb.
Most of my nitpicks all come from that scene.
Yeah, I got a few others.
There's... When they're in the boat and they're drowning, they start drowning while the boat's above water. Like, the mom and... Which daughter was it?
Took?
Yeah.
But the boat's still sinking.
No. They're in the boat. They're about to drown.
Yeah.
But the boat is still above water. Then we see the scene where the boat hits the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah.
And they still got their head like, one last breath. And they're at the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah, because there's water pockets in the boat.
Sure.
But
they made it seem like...
Because the boat was in the process of turning over off the rocks.
Yeah.
And that's when they start drowning.
Yeah.
And then it goes...
I understand there's a water pocket.
Yeah. Air pocket.
But the amount it was filling up was like all of it except that last foot. For 30 minutes, it took that like last foot to go. It bothered me.
I didn't feel like it was that long for me.
No, because it was like 20 minutes, and then we come back to them, and it's like, oh, we're still at the exact same point.
Yeah.
And even though the boat's been sinking and
sure.
all this, oh yeah, yeah. I kind of had a problem with that.
Yeah. Here's my nitpicks.
Go ahead.
All right. 1, the plot is the fucking same.
Oh yeah.
The villain at the end, we're just gonna bring him fucking back. He's gonna be the same guy doing the same shit. We're just gonna hunt Jake Sully, but we're just in the water now.
I feel like they did everything else with the movie before the plot.
Yeah.
It's like we got all the cool water shots.
Yeah.
How are we gonna?
And I think like I love this movie. I think it's like a 9. Yeah. I really do. But I think the villain is so fucking garbage.
Yeah.
He's so ass.
It's just kill Jake Sully.
Yeah, and it's for some reason he has this incredibly and also I just can't in my mind reconcile the fact there's no way the human race I'm gonna assume the world is one order.
Yeah.
Okay, it's just one entity, the whole earth now. They send the military to this planet, and for some reason they think it imperative to bring this fucking guy back to life.
Just one Marine.
Yeah, him and his grunts, him and his regular old grunts, the tattoo dudes. We need to spend hella money on that, and we need to send them back and give them like full military overreach. They can commandeer any ship. They can commandeer any fucking airplane to hunt down this one fucking guy.
I think what they did wrong is making him the villain of the second movie.
He was already the villain of the first one.
No. Yes, they should have made him the villain in like number 3 or number 4. Bring him back later.
I guess.
Not immediately
after.
It would have been bad. It would have been bad, but less bad. Yeah. Because you have another villain there, and that like head lady.
Yeah.
Who's building the cities and everything.
And you don't.
She seemed like a cool villain.
Yeah. But
you could have used her.
It blows my mind that we're 2 movies deep, and this colonel.
And you're gonna get him again.
He has no depth. He has his motives make no fucking sense. Like he's like the flattest villain of all time.
Yeah.
And for some reason we revived him again. No. He's
coming back a third time. It is a pretty weak villain.
And now look,
that's my nitpick. That's my first major.
Yeah,
nitpick.
that's like the first thing I said.
I was already trying to like Spider as a character, which is hard.
No, Spider's so fucking bad. That is the worst fucking character in like any movie.
Why?
I have so much shit to talk. I'm gonna let Jordan finish.
I think you're wrong.
I have so much.
I like what they were trying to do with Spider. He's not terrible. All right, he gets some good witty liners.
Sure, they're funny.
The way he throws
I'm good, dumbass.
Yeah, the way he throws that dumbass is just good.
Yeah.
But like,
can't put a baby in cryo, dipshit.
What's the beef with Spider?
He's just the plot reversed. Like at first it was we have this human. He's just a young Jake Sully without being good at being Jake Sully.
He's a child.
Here's what I have.
He's not. He's like.
What's the beef?
Here's my beef with Spider. Okay.
Don't say it's bringing him out of the water.
Okay. No. Well, I think that's dumb, but that has nothing to do with
I think it's dumb, but I think it's perfectly reasonable.
Yeah, sure. No, I agree.
But I hate it.
I also hate it, but I think that has nothing to do with my hatred of the character Spider.
Okay.
Okay. I have two big things of why I hate the character Spider. Okay. One. His acting is so fucking bad. It's so bad. It's atrociously bad. And now the main scene I will point out is the scene where they go into the thing and she's talking to her mom and they're talking about who and he's like, guys, sometimes it's not always good knowing who your father was. That feels like a straight to DVD Disney fucking like Sweet Life on Deck scene where he's like, whatever, and he jumps off and then he like looks the other direction and they're like, Spider-Man, and he's like, no, it's no big deal. It's so fucking stupid, and the acting is so bad. I hate that scene with a burning passion. It really genuinely feels like a straight to DVD scene.
Here's my theory, because everybody else is mocap except him.
Yeah,
and
but the other humans are good
because they're adults. He's the only child.
But he's an adult. Like,
okay, sure.
And I also, I can't buy that he's 10 years old.
I thought he was like 13.
No, he's supposed to be 10. That's a fucking man.
That is a man.
He's got muscles.
When I say he's supposed to be 10?
In all the marketing of the movie, this
no
film,
way.
Yes, it takes place 10 years later. So if he was a baby,
it literally says 12.
Huh?
At one point, doesn't it say 12 years later at the very beginning of the film?
It says 1 year later. And that's at the end of the one sequence.
No, how old is the oldest?
Is it Spider with a Y?
Because Took is 8. So how old is the rest of the kids?
16.
Yeah, he was already a toddler whenever it started. At the beginning, he wasn't a baby.
Yeah,
he was a toddler.
because he was born before.
Yeah, he was running through the thing.
Yeah, but that time was moving. So if he was a baby, because I had assumed that it was 10 years later, because all the marketing was saying that this takes place 10 years later.
It has to take place at least 10 years later.
Yeah.
Because how old is Atam?
I'm not sure.
He's like 18.
I'm not sure. But anyway, that notwithstanding.
Because he was born before the humans were driven out of Pandora.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they couldn't.
So he's like 16.
He was like, okay, that's a little bit better. Thank you.
No,
but
he still sucks.
Aside from the straight to DVD fucking Disney Channel acting, and those scenes being so fucking atrociously bad, his character it serves no purpose. His character doesn't like evolve. It's super static. He doesn't have like the biggest evolution you have is him pulling him out of the water, which is pretty much nothing. And there's no dynamicness. His character solely exists to move a couple of plot pieces around, and to me it feels extremely lazy. Like instead of finding creative ways,
he doesn't even move the plot pieces.
But he does.
In what way?
Like so. To bring the guy back to life is the main reason he exists for.
Sure.
Is to bring that guy back to life. And then...
but they didn't have to do that.
What do you mean?
They could have just brought him back.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Spider's character, for me, exists as a lazy way to push certain plot points forward.
Yeah.
Like, in order for us to get a death, we make them go back for Spider. He's going back to pick up Spider.
I think there's good ways...
to do it without Spider.
I think they write the character bad, but it's a good idea for a character.
I agree, like his son or whatever, and it feels kind of like a little bit of a retcon, but like, what are you gonna do? It's been 13 fucking years since the last movie. So like, it's not that atrociously bad, but it's like, to me, his character's so flat and lame, and his acting is bad, and he doesn't add anything to what we really care about, and that's the motherfucking Solis, right? And so like any of the really good character development. Like, there's so much like when I say the plot is middling, I still think the micro plots for all the characters is real excellent shit. Spiders is so ass.
I think you're right, but I think that's the writer's fault because I think his character is very interesting. A Sully who's not a Sully.
Yeah.
When the Saldana's character doesn't give a shit about him, but Sully does.
Yeah.
And it's like watching him, like when he gets grabbed by her.
Yeah.
I'm more pissed at her. I was so mad.
Yeah.
At her character,
of course, and that's another point of me saying that Spider's character just doesn't need to exist because he just exists as to free the other kid and try to put emotion onto the villain that to me is undeserved. Like when he's like, "Nah, I'm not gonna kill the girl." I just didn't believe it. I was like, I don't think that he gives a shit about this kid, and he has no depth and shows no love for this kid the whole fucking time. They don't do any like establishing things to make it seem like he should care in this moment. So I don't buy that he would not kill Jake Sully's kid because he think that kid might. And to me, I thought the villain would just be like, fucking kill the kid. I don't give a fuck. And so it just existed as this weird plot point to add emotion to a villain that has no emotion, and they do it in a bad way. I really think Spider's character is like the worst.
I agree.
I hate him.
Not necessarily feel. I also just didn't like Spider. And I try to like Spider. Okay, the reason I don't like Spider is not anything about his character per se. It's his actions in the movie, right? So at the beginning, whenever they capture him, right? Mm-hmm. And then they're doing the torture thing. Mm-hmm. And he's sitting there literally getting internal bleeding, fighting off, telling them shit. Like, all he had to do was think a thought, and he fought that off. Did nothing, right? Yeah. So at first I was like, oh shit, like hold it down.
He had some serious mental resolve.
Hold it down for the gang. Like, hell yeah. And then immediately he's like, listen, they won't torture you as long as you just come hang out with me. He just buys that shit. He's like, okay. And then they start going around. First off, how does Spider know where to take him to get the raptors? He can't ride one. They would never have taken him.
No, Spider never spills the beans. Spider never does anything.
He leads them to get their mouse.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does.
No, they already know how to get there.
I think
the lady's like, we've been in there. We just can't get in there because we're not Na'vi.
Yeah.
She says that. And they say you'll get shot down in 10 minutes if you're not Na'vi.
Yeah, but I'm talking about whenever they go to bond with the
that's in that space. That's what they're talking about.
Why would anyone know that nest was up there?
Because that's where they know where Sully's tribe is. They just can't get into it because of those the like dragon things.
I can't remember what they're called.
I can't remember either. They have a cool name.
But that's the whole plot point. Is like we can't get in there because of those.
It didn't feel like he was spilling the beans on anything.
No,
he existed as a side piece for their little journey there.
I thought they were gonna eventually use him to like. Yeah, let me give up this vital information about the Sullys, but he never does.
He never does. He becomes like a glorified translator, but it feels unnecessary. Yeah. I don't know why they need him for that. Where he's like, "You're going to translate." It's like, God, why do you need the kid for?
Yeah,
you have all these professionals, and also you can already speak the language. You just don't speak it like very good.
Yeah,
and then also the other thing, one other like very small nitpick that actually is not really a negative. This is just a personal thing for me. Mm-hmm. The lazy ass like. Now when I hear the language, it just sounds like English. And then they just transition it into English, so they're just speaking English the whole movie. I just wish they would put subtitles the whole fucking movie. And I get it. You got to make it broad for the audiences, like for broader audiences, so you can't really do that. And you're trying to make as much money as possible. But for like my own personal enjoyment, I would have rather them speak Na'vi the whole movie and us get subtitles. But it's just a little fucking thing that's really not that big of a deal.
That language, they made that language for this movie.
Yeah.
I wish they'd use it more.
And the only time that it gets utilized is when there's English people speaking on screen and they're trying to communicate that these people are talking Na'vi again.
Here's hopefully my last major nitpick.
Yeah.
Is him leaving the tribe.
What?
Why did you just leave...
The forest tribe?
Yeah.
Yeah. Doesn't make any sense.
Why?
I don't know.
I didn't understand, like, I can't defend my tribe.
Because, like, the logic is flawed because... It becomes identical. He's just in the water now. Like,
yeah, but you're getting another tribe.
Exactly, it's the same thing.
I thought that was incredibly stupid.
The logic is flawed.
Well, especially because the Forest Tribe they're already invested. They already support you. They're already willing to fight.
And they have no reason to believe that, because they have no reason to believe that they're truly in danger yet. Because you don't know that they can get in there.
Yeah, well, I would assume that they know that they can't get in there.
Yeah,
and then. Maybe they think that they'd be able to,
but why would you risk like an incredibly
defensible? Like you're in an incredibly defensible position.
They hold the advantage all the way around.
And if they decide to bring their 8 avatars up, your whole fucking army versus the 8 dudes, you're gonna.
It also felt weird that they were like, "Listen, the whole goal here is you're gonna send a team of 8 in, kill them, and get out. Like it's gonna be that easy." And then the first place they went is the old place. Yeah, like that didn't seem tactically sound. Yeah, and then
that was just them testing the theory.
I don't know how many they killed in that like initial fight, because I think they killed Neytiri killed like 2 or 3.
It really felt like there was too many of them.
Yeah, because at first they were like, you have like 10 people, and then they killed at least 5.
A bunch kept
and dying. They still had like 10 people.
Yeah, it was weird. Let's see. There's a couple other things less nitpicky. They really gloss over the fact that I guess it's not really glossing over the fact, but this thing stops human aging. Liquid.
That's for a future plot.
Yeah, that feels like a real major thing.
That'll come up later.
Yeah, 100%. Sure.
Yeah.
That was foreshadow.
Like, I thought it was weird that the mother of the water people, the lady, queen lady, or whatever, they had a whole thing where she was noticing Kitty do magical shit with the fish. Yeah. And I thought that was going to come back up, where she was going to be like, your daughter's like in tune with Awa. She needs to become one of these. Or your daughter's a demon and she needs... But nothing ever comes to that, and I thought that was weird that she never brings up the fact she saw
I think
doing.
I have a point about that too. Things. I think that's also setting up a future plot point.
I think it
definitely
is. At the beginning,
just weird to have it in this movie.
Yeah, I wanted some resolution on this movie.
Yeah,
they set it up all the way back at the Force when they were still, because the like medicine like woman at the old Force, of course, Neytiri's mom, right?
Yes,
and they're arguing over what's the better way to do it in there. She's like, no, this is a better way. And then she's like, well, who's in charge? And she's like, well, that doesn't
you are, but the bark's better. Yeah.
I think they're setting up that she's gonna because that's supposed to be Neytiri's role in the future when she gets older and can't fight anymore.
Yeah.
But I think that they're molding Kiri into that spot.
Yeah.
And so I think in the next movie, because they're still in the water for the next movie, at least for a while.
Yeah.
I assume that they're gonna follow that up probably pretty soon.
Yeah. Other things, shooting an arrow that's attached to a body.
That was fucking.
That
dope.
was gas.
Neytiri goes nuts.
It was insane.
That was
I was
cool.
like, huh? I didn't notice it the first time I watched the movie, but seeing it that time, I was like, damn.
Yeah.
She kind of carries Jake's fighting on her back.
Yeah, she's really good. Her running around as in Mania was good shit. Cried several times. Love that.
No, her crying rends my heart.
Yeah, their screams that she does like really good. And I cried several times throughout the movie. I like all that stuff a lot. Now, theories.
Like for future?
Here's my theory. I got two separate theories. I think Kitty, she's Jesus. She's Pandora Jesus.
You think she's just Awa personified?
Something like that, because she's born of nothing, right? She's born of a virgin type of thing.
But she was the best way to she interacted the easiest immediately. The first day they jumped in the water.
She has weird powers connected to the planet. I think she's like some sort of Jesus character, and I don't think that's that big of a stretch. Now a little bit more of an advanced theory. I think she doesn't have a dad. I think she's born of two moms, Grace human, Grace Avatar. Because remember in the first movie they try to do the transition thing, but it didn't work when they had them both tied up together.
It's because Grace's human body was dying. They were trying to put her to the Avatar.
Yeah. So I think she has two moms. So I think she's the only Na'vi.
I don't understand how Na'vi reproduction works. So
well, sure, way. But I think she's the only Na'vi who's actually half human, half Na'vi. Because I think she's born of human Grace and Na'vi Grace. So I think she's gonna get with Spider and they're gonna have a baby.
Probably. I think that's also gonna happen.
He's gonna bang her as a human.
But what if I
have two things to bring up.
Because I think she's the only one who's genuinely a crossbreed.
The first question is, why did they keep Grace's avatar?
Because it was pregnant.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But why did they keep it after that?
Not sure.
There's no point.
But it's still alive. It just has there's nobody in it. It's still a living thing.
And then the other thing is, I forgot what I was going to say.
You think they're going to use the technology
to bring Grace back?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. I think once you're in the planet, you're in the planet. I think Grace is gone. And also because Grace, she plays Kiri. She's the same character.
Yeah, I felt like that.
You're right.
So then that was part of my other theory is I think she's the Jesus character, but I also think the original theory was I think she's the Jesus character, but also I think she's just Grace reincarnated. So she's just great. Because maybe the planet couldn't get her in time. And so she said the best I can do is
what memories was she experiencing when she
went into the
planet? What was the scene?
It wasn't a memory.
Just talking to Grace.
She was just talking to her mother.
Yeah.
Or it could be talking to herself.
To herself. Could have been herself.
No, and that's why I can see that as well because they take her to the tree because they're like Awa can heal her. Yeah. And I think Awa was like, listen, she's too far gone, but I can't.
The best I can do is make her a baby.
Yeah, I can do this.
And so it's possible in my head. It's possible that Awa was like, oh, we can just instead of making Grace into this body, I can take Grace's consciousness and make it a baby, and that's the best I can do for her life
and let her grow
into
this body.
We do the crossbreeding thing, and she doesn't have a father. And
I don't think it's the crossbreeding. I think it's definitely just the daughter of Awa and Grace.
But what's the
Avatar?
Maybe I don't know. But to me, it was the weird scene where she's like, "Who's my dad?" And then that's when it glitched out and freaked the fuck out. She's like, "I can't answer that question," and she zoomed the fuck out.
Because she can feel the heartbeat of Awa.
Yeah.
I think it's just. If you were to correlate Awa to the Holy Spirit or something like that,
so she's Jesus.
Yeah,
she's obviously some sort of Jesus character regardless. I was just trying to come up with I don't know.
I think it's just Grace's avatar and Awa.
Yeah,
produced baby.
Yeah,
she got power.
And she got superpower.
That makes me curious almost though in that scene. 'Cause you know the scene where she links up with the tree and starts grabbing things.
Yes.
How'd you know you could do that?
I don't know. She's just in tune, bro.
I know, but
do what?
That's not a nitpick.
She controlled like the fish.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's not a nitpick of like they did this wrong. It just had me think in the moment. I was like, how'd you know that you could do that?
Yeah. Also, how does nobody question that she can breathe forever underwater?
She's just good breathing.
Some people just that could just be good breath control.
Yeah, but she's the forest person, and they're all jumping in the water for the first time, and she can breathe underwater forever.
Wow, good learner.
They did kind of acknowledge it when they were looking at it, and they were like, damn.
Because they're like, where'd Kiri go? And she's been under there for like an hour, just fucking sitting on the ground. Also, why can she breathe forever? I don't know.
Also, you know the things, the little jellyfish thingies that they like
the air breathing
underwater. Yeah. They are cool. Why do they not use those more?
Yeah.
Because like that sounds. It
felt like Kiri should have took like 3 of them motherfuckers down when they were trying to get the dad and everybody back. Like you should have drug a few of those, not just the one.
It felt like they could have used those to teach them way earlier.
Yeah, I feel like if parents didn't learn nothing while they were there.
Yeah. It's like when they first got there, they could have been like, "Hey, yo, use these to teach."
Ride a water creature,
and that was it.
Yeah,
that's all he needs, bro.
Took, one of my favorite characters. Love Took.
No, Took's good.
Why?
It just is. For some reason. That character is just so adorable, and I don't know. I love that fucking character.
But
it's a nothing character.
Does nothing.
I agree.
Yeah.
But for some, it's like I always have my favorite characters in movies are always like very minor side characters. And Took's not a side character, but Took is a side character. It's like my favorite character. I can't think of the movie. There's some dumbass movie with Robin Williams, but there's like a goose in it for like 5 minutes. That's my favorite character. That fucking goose. But Took's my favorite character.
It's the Hawk and Rango, bro. I'm telling you.
By the end of the movie, I was so tired of the stay here.
Yeah, you're like, dude, Sully learned, bro.
Like clearly,
your kid saved your wife's life earlier when you told him to stay there, and he didn't. This kid saved motherfuckers' lives later when you told him to stay there, and he didn't.
They're always gonna jump in, bro. So.
Yeah, just shut the fuck up.
And that did feel like a bad trope of Sully of like constantly. Like you would think
grilling that kid
of all people, that Sully would understand. Like maybe homie knows what the fuck he's saying.
Yeah,
because like when in Sully's
they're always on that kid's ass, man.
Jake's whole arc is about like it's different. It can be different, and now your son's coming to you and being like, Dad, it's different, and you're like, nah. It just felt weird.
I agree.
But the resolution of that had me in tears at the end when he's like, I see you. I was like, oh
yeah, that was good shit.
That was good.
2 more talking points that I have for Avatar before I'm done.
This movie's so good.
1. I love the whales. Yeah. And I think the whales is a great concept, as incredible addition to the story. The idea that they're super intelligent whales that have emotions and they sing songs and they have philosophy and religion and there's a language that is understood by the humans and the connection of their part of your family. That shit was excellent.
Yeah.
I love that a lot.
It's fantastic.
2, and this one's more of a nitpicky one. I just don't buy that there's that many motherfuckers on Earth who are ready to ship to Pandora and like literally murder every fucking thing in sight and do it willingly. Like, why is there so many people celebrating that they murdered whales on the fucking ship?
I think it'd be more believable if we had a good grasp of like the situation on Earth, because they're like, Earth's dying. But it's like, is it like our Earth is dying or like?
But like they're murdering the whale with the baby, and everyone on the ship's like. Yeah.
Well, I do think it's because the people that were on the hunting ship weren't the military. They were just like poachers, basically.
Yeah, but there's so many of them.
Maybe when you stop,
even the military
think like that's an $80 million payday for them.
Yeah, like I guess. Like those are just poachers.
Not for them though. You know how corporations
get
work.
Split up, but you know
they're gonna pay 725 max.
Yeah, but like they're running a no risk operation until the Sullys show up.
And then, it's just weird. And then like how like everyone on the base, it just seems like every human. Aside from like Spider, is really genuinely ready to kill fucking anything. Yeah. And you're like, oh, this is a super intelligent like.
Except for that marine biologist, who I assume also died.
Because in my head, it's like these people were there for the pacification of the Native American people. They, this is just several hundred years in the future. So why is there no empathy for the plight of the Na'vi? Why are we just down here murdering? We're burning down acreage. We're just killing so much shit, and I just don't buy that there's that many motherfuckers ready to do it.
Speaking of things burning, when they first interview or like interrogate the sea people, the different islands, it felt. When he burned all the houses and shit,
I was like, bro.
That felt like they did that just to make you hate him. Because, like, he's basically like, tell me if you know. They're like, no, we really don't fucking know. He's like, well, all right, burn their home.
That's the most depth that character had, was saying, don't kill that guy.
Yeah, it feels like I'm sitting there and I'm like, you did that just to make me hate him. Like, you didn't need to do that. I already hated him. He already sucked.
Yeah,
I
need more depth to the Colonel.
I do like
the
rivalry.
the shit out of the planet when they came in.
Yeah, they did. They fucked that shit up.
But they never showed the aftermath.
Yeah, you never get to see it again.
No.
Cool, because they did.
They just rebuilt. That's where they built it.
Like 1 year later.
Yeah. But it's concrete.
Mm-hmm.
One of my favorite interactions though is I loved like the rivalry between Neytiri and the Colonel.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like she fucking hates
this
dude.
Bro, when they're in space,
uh-huh.
That's some of the best looking space I think I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
The ships and the reflectors. Yeah. It looks so good for no reason.
It's quality.
It was the best looking space I think I've ever seen.
You know, they're only gonna look better.
Yeah, they are.
No, I think they're gonna look the same.
Yeah, we're pretty top of the line for.
I don't think it's gonna look better. I think we've hit that. This is
we've hit peak.
This is the engine. And we're just gonna make 4 more movies in this engine.
If they peak here and keep looking this good, it's a win.
Oh yeah.
No, I agree.
Give me the video game now.
I don't think I like the idea that all 5 movies are not really that connected and they're going to be their own little stories. I don't think I like that.
I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure 3 is connected to 2.
How separate are they going to be?
Huh? They've said that James Cameron has said that there's not really an overarching story and that each movie is supposed to be standalone. And I don't think I'm into that.
I think that's bullshit.
That's just what he said. And I think I concur, because why would you revive Homie at the end of the movie?
Yeah, this is too built up as a
big thing.
You're telling me we got all this stuff about Kitty.
And then we're just going to go to the next one.
We're not going to acknowledge it.
Yeah, we're just going to go to the next one. Yeah, I think I agree. Anyway, that's it. How long have we been going?
1 hour and 37 minutes.
Damn. I think we got to skip the post show.
Okay.
Yeah,
there was a lot of action.
There's a good enough juice. Yeah, that's probably the longest film cast we've ever done.
Might be the longest podcast.
That's sped by. No, it wasn't, because remember we did the 100th episode and that was like 4 hours.
Yeah, that was long.
Sped by just like Avatar, bro.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. Anyway, that's it for this episode of the Filmcast. Thank you guys for watching or listening. Of course, the official show of the year for the Synced Up Filmcast was The Boys Season 3, and the official movie of the year for the Synced Up Filmcast was, of course,
Everything,
everywhere, all at once. That's good shit. It's a good year. On to the next one. Yep. We're going to tomorrow rank our top 10 games of the year and give the official list for the Synced Up list of game of the year and figure out what that's going to be. I'm excited for that. And then, Ponyo. When we're back into the Ghibli. Ponyo this week. We will rank it next week. Get excited. We also need to find maybe when we finish Ghibli, we take a week break to rank Strange World, the Disney film.
Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah, because I was trying to figure out a way to fit it in, but I don't want to stop.
No, we can just do that at the end of Ghibli.
Yeah.
And then Transformers, baby.
Transformers, yeah.
Yes, sir.
That's it. Anyway, that's all. Peace out. We'll see you in the podcast tomorrow. Sorry there's no post show.
Bye.
Bye.